want to wind it up a little bit. I don't want to do any starts from a stop because I can tell you this thing will just burn these tires off. Hi everybody, it's Jim from County Corvette. I have a 2004 Black Z06, 23,000 miles. A few upgrades on this one. When you look at these cars, there's a lot of them out there that are flogged. I mean, I want no parts of them. This car, however, I've known this car for a long time. We actually did some of the work on it, like a lot of the cars, if not all the cars we sell. They come back to me after service, and you know, we make a lot of deals on customers' cars when they come in, they see something they like. So anyway, no paint work, clean Carfax, never beat up, never abused, but set up to be a badass car. So it's got a Vortex supercharger on it, the accompanying boost gauges and all that stuff. Really well done, tastefully done. It also has upgraded Z06 brakes, the C6 version. So it required wheels that have a different offset that can clear them. So stock wheels won't fit on this car, just as a caveat. But that's okay. It looks the part, it drives the part. This is not a stock Z06, but it's the Z06 you probably wish you had if you had a stock Z06, because this thing runs its butt off. We're going to take this thing out and show you what it can do in a mild, calm, controlled, safe, legal way. And you know, it's hard to say what else is out there to, you know, comparable, but you know, the upgrades on this thing are easily $15,000 to $20,000. And again, to emphasize, it's just a really clean, no paint work, never hacked up, beat up car. You know, they're hard to find. So if you want something with the performance of a modern Z06, this is it. You know, this is the LS version, but these are great engines, and they are really built to take a pounding. So they don't need a lot of boost to make horsepower. You know, I've got some dyno sheets and all that stuff. This thing makes some damn good power, and it drives, like I said, like a modern, you know, well, not a modern, but a C6 Z06. So with all that said, you know, the performance is there. It's got all the right options, dual zone air, the climate control, the sports seats, and all that stuff. Obviously a 6-speed manual transmission. So with all that, let's take this thing out for a ride, and I'll show you how it feels. You know, everything on this car is good to go. It doesn't need anything, tires, brakes, and all that. So let's take this thing out for a ride. All right, so we're warmed up here now, and yeah, I like to let these things warm up to operating temperature when they're supercharged like this. The boost really doesn't come on until up, you know, higher RPMs, but I still, you know, it's powered by a pulley and belt, so it's getting boost, you know, just by raising the RPM. So that's just my personal preference. You're not going to hurt a car like this if it's not up to full operating temperature, but just a personal preference. But this car, you know, there's just no discernible wear and tear in here. There's no ring marks. This wheel is perfect. The shifter knob has no scratches, you know, the door pull. Boy, just a super nice car, and that's on the passenger side as well. This car was really driven sparingly and lovingly. I mean, the buttons aren't worn. Honestly, it looks like a new car inside here. And exterior-wise, I don't really see any marks or chips on it. So this car was babied. I mean, this car was built to perform, but you know, it just wasn't beat up. It wasn't raced. And just, you know, I see a lot of cars like this out there. These guys build them just, you know, to have the power. Now, if the car was done by somebody in their 20s, I can pretty much assure you it's not a car I would want, generally speaking. That's a different demographic, a different purpose. So a car like that is, you know, it's just built for having fun and showing off the dyno sheet half the time. but we're gonna wind it up a little bit. I don't want to do any slow starts from a stop, because I can tell you this thing will just burn these tires off. I'm gonna just smoothly show you the power here. Yeah, this thing pulls really nice. No hiccups, smooth as silk. You know, if I do my typical rolling stop, I'm just gonna make a lot of noise and a lot of tire smoke. I don't want to do that with this car. I can tell you this car was never driven that way, and I don't want to be the one that makes a mess out of the back tires. So, and they're like brand new anyway. But it does have a coarse exhaust on it. It's a touring version. Nice, real nice smooth sound. Feels good, sounds good. This is a sweetheart, guys, gals. Oh yeah, it makes a lot of power from about 3,500 to 6,000 RPM. Just smooth as silk, but really pulls. Yeah, is it like a 650 horsepower C7 Z06? No, it's not. More like a, more like a C6 Z06. But nonetheless, it feels really good. So there you go. Take a good look at this one. It's in a great price point too. You can't find cars of this performance capacity and caliber in this price range. Like I said, this thing had 20,000, I would approximate $15,000 to $20,000 in upgrades, and you're not paying for it. You're not paying much more for any of it, really. A really clean C5 Z06 now, 2004 like this, and these colors, you're going to be damn near the same price. So these upgrades are basically free, and that's a lot of value. So check this thing out, and let us know if you have an interest in it. And as always, please subscribe and let us know what you think about what we're doing here. Thanks for watching.